I wanted to share my experience with working at the California Youth Crisis Hotline. The first call I ever took was really stuck with me because it was so different than what I expected. Originally, before starting my first shift, we did a few workshops and courses online. Going into my first shift, I really thought that I knew exactly what to say or how to respond to any sort of situation. But that first call was a caller who was my age, and even though she was my age and we were in the same kind of California area, she was experiencing something that was so different than what I'd ever experienced in my life. And so everything that I kind of learned in my training kind of went out the window, and I had to experience, I had to kind of respond from my gut instinct. But I think that really taught me about what real conversations look like and how much it can vary from person to person. I think it was super surprising because in my day-to-day life, originally when I was just talking with friends or classmates, whenever they would come to me with like problems or something to complain about in their life, I would try to offer advice or I would try to relate their experience to my own. So I would always think about what I learned in my classes and apply that when my friends would come to me for help or advice. But I think that working with this hotline and these experiences have taught me that while classifying people into different disorders and stuff is a huge role of a psychologist, another huge role is just being there as a person to listen to others and make sure that they feel like they're not alone in this world. I think one of the biggest words of advice that I would have for my past self is to not be afraid and by situations that seem scary. Over my time and my multiple shifts at the crisis hotline, there have been so many times that I didn't know what to say or I didn't know what to respond. And in those moments, my mindset would always be, what would a psychologist say in this situation? Or how can I best help this person? But one of the biggest things that I've learned over this course of working with the hotline is that there isn't a right thing to say, and they don't expect you to have the answers to their solutions either. And sometimes all you can do is validate their emotions and give them the space to feel the emotions that they're feeling.